Week 1 is done and in the books for college football. Clemson finding itself in an unfamiliar situation. That is, unless you go back to 2014, the last time Clemson lost a season opener, also to Georgia. Dropping from the 4 to the 6 spot, believe it or not, there was still good that came out of last week's game. That good starting with true freshman safety Andrew Makuba. Coach Venables having complete confidence in giving him the starting spot.
He's very ambitious. He's a self-starter, and he can lead himself. And he's just very, very eager to do things well in every part of his life. So, that attitude is, again, over a period of time, that level of consistency. That's what allowed, Coach Kahn and Coach Sweeney and everybody else to believe in him. Some guys, just the moment isn't too big for them. When they get out there, it's just football. And for him, it's just football.
With 8 total tackles and 1 break in quarterback JT Daniels' passes, Makuba had an outstanding performance in Saturday's game. Grading himself with a B-. He was not surprised the game was so low scoring considering the matchup on defense.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people expect it to be a high-point game, but when it was a defensive game. Both defense showed up. Their defense showed up. They make big plays, and our defense showed up, and we had big plays. So it was a good matchup defensive-wise.
Another freshman that saw the field in Saturday's game was Will Shipley. Shipley not as content with his performance as he only carried the ball for 7 yards.
I can't be getting the ball 4 times for only 7 yards. The opportunities were there, and I've got to make a guy miss. I've got to make something out of nothing, and I'm not even saying there was nothing there. But I've got to make a play with, whether it's 1 carry or 10 carries. I put that on myself, and going back, I'm just looking at the details, the little things that they all add up, and something that maybe the fans might not see, or people from the outside might not see. But I'm like, if I do that right, then I could be breaking it for a big touchdown, give the offense some momentum.
James Skalski keeping his head up. While he's disappointed in the outcome of Saturday's game, he's proud of how his team played on the defensive side.
We did not give up a touchdown. That's awesome. I think that's just an old school classic match right there. A lot of people, I bet majority of the country would be like, God, what a boring game. But if you love football, you understand the game of football, and defense especially, you really appreciated that one. That was a hell of a football game between both sides, so I enjoyed every second of it.
Clemson quarterback DJ Uiagalelei, one of the first to admit to mistakes in the game against Georgia. Not willing to blame his offensive line, wide receivers, and running backs, he's personally taking the brunt for Saturday's loss.
It starts off with the quarterback, and I felt like that as the quarterback, as a leader of the team, as a leader of the offense, I didn't play very well. So as off of that a lot of people, they feed off of the quarterback. If the quarterback's playing well, then most likely the offensive line, and that everyone else is going to rally around the quarterback. And for me, I didn't play my best, and I know that. But I'm ready for a challenge. I'm ready to get back at it week 2, ready to prepare, ready to come back out with a different attitude, and ready to play.
Clemson trying to pick up their pieces as they face South Carolina State at home in Death Valley this weekend. Let's see if they can find the run game as they claw their way back into playoff contender talk. This is Bree Henschel with the Clemson Insider.